Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise, Canadians! I'm so excited. One of them had been on my show before. I'm not sure if the other one has been, but in a different band. Now she's in a new band that she has gotten together, and it is friggin' amazing. So along with Kenzie Darling, who is the bassist vocalist of, are you ready? Violent Betty. We are also going to be joined by William Herrick, who is the backup vocalist and guitarist. And they are from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Hello, guys.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Hi. So, Kenzie, it's been a while since we talked. How's things going?
Oh, pretty good. I had to quit the other band, but I've got this one going. I've actually had this one going for longer than the other one, but we're just finally starting to branch out and try to do like a little bit more promotion for the band. We've mainly been stuck in Saskatchewan.
Well, you know what? City of Bridges, it's better than Regina. So at least you're in Saskatoon. Nobody knows what we're talking about. But anyway, okay, so let's talk about Violent Betty. It's a female-fronted band because you're the female front. Now you guys spent 2017 releasing a demo EP, playing 2 small tours and a festival, and drawing crowds at your local shows. Now, this is what I love. Okay, so you're post-grunge rock and roll kind of combined with metal and punk elements, which does create a phenomenally unique sound, and I love it. And this year, you were planning on doing your first professional recording and your first Canada-wide tour in 2018.
Yeah, we're pretty excited because all our recordings so far have been done in the basement. And although we try our best, we're not professional recording engineers, so they come out as like demo EPs rather than real recording.
Mm-hmm.
Will's done most of the recording for us.
Will you do it?
This next one, we're hoping to have someone else do it. I spend way too much time. I get way too into the other projects, and it burns a lot of my energy. So we're hoping to focus on the music and let someone else deal with that stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea. Now, this is cool. I love this. You hosted the legendary Halloween on Christmas party, and you've done it for 3 years in a row. Now, you orchestrated a large-scale zombie attack on stage.
Yeah, that was a fun show. We did that on Halloween 2016? I think it's 2016. And what we did was, instead of dressing up for the show, we played just in our basic street clothes, but then we did a cover of Premature Burial by Susie Sue and the Banshees. And we had my friend dress as Death and come and stand on stage with us. And throughout the rest of the evening, he'd been like pointing at us from the stage, and everyone was like, "What the hell's going on with that guy?" And then as we start playing, the zombies start coming out of the audience. Everyone thought they were just audience members, and then it was pretty awesome. And then at the end, they kill us all. There's a video of it on YouTube somewhere. My
God, that would be cool to see. I didn't see it, but I'm cool. Now, what is this about? You had a video shoot where everyone went topless?
We decided to enter at last minute the Marianas Trench contest to open for them.
Oh, okay.
To take a video, and it was super last minute. So I was like, let's do a video shoot in the basement. So I invited over 30 of my closest friends, and we had a huge party, and we had a guy named Andre Zip film it for us. I think he has a YouTube channel. But yeah, he did First Kiss YXE. And we did the songs a couple of times over. We picked 3 different songs, and we played them as a mini set. We played them 4 times. And everyone got progressively more and more, shall we say, tipsy. And by the last one, everyone was like, "We should do a topless version." So we did the whole version topless.
Oh, my God. Well, everybody look out for that video.
Yeah. I was just talking to Andre the other day, and I was like, what happened to the footage? Because it didn't make the cut to the Marianas Trench thing. I think he was worried that if it was a little too risque, that it would affect our chances. We didn't get picked, but that's okay. We're the wrong genre. We just thought, oh, why not? People might search for it.
Yeah, and I mean, Marianas Trench is amazing, so it would have been cool regardless.
Oh, absolutely. But he said he still has the video footage. He thinks he's going to send it to me, and if I can edit something together with a few happy faces for this measure.
Strategically placed. Oh my God, that's funny. Sorry. Anyways, okay. So Kenzie, I know about you because I have talked to you before. Now, you had your life all planned out, and you were going to university and doing athletics, all kinds of stuff, and you had a really, really bad car accident.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was just awful.
And that
Will
disrupted.
was actually in the same accident.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Passenger side, but
Wow.
He was really lucky. He was really lucky.
Well,
I
it's.
just seatbelt burns. That's all I got.
Oh, really, eh? Wow. Yeah, Kenzie got more than a seatbelt burn.
Yeah.
Now, that obviously disrupted all your plans and what you were planning on doing. And then you decided to do what you always dreamed of and start a band. And you've been doing that for a while now. And now we have Violent Betty. So talk a bit about the rest of the band members in Violent Betty. And besides doing a tour in 2018, maybe talk about where you want to go and when you think your professional EP is going to be out.
Well, we're really hoping to have the professional recording done for our tour this summer, which should be June, like the last 2 weeks of June.
Okay.
And we're playing at a festival, but it's a secret. I can't announce which one.
Okay.
So keep your ears open for that. And we're really hoping that we can play to a lot of different audiences because, like, it's pretty tough when everyone only gets like 2 weeks of vacation a year.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than, we can't get out east unless we have 2 whole weeks. So we're just going to do the whole country.
Oh, nice.
And play like every night, and it's going to be really, really hard, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well,
The rest of the band, oh, sorry, what?
no, I was going to say they're having that, they brought back the classic rock weekend. Not that that's your genre, but I know they have all kinds of bands there in Manitoba this summer. I can't remember where it is. It used to be in Minnedosa. I'm not sure where, but you should see if you can get on the venue there because then I can come see you. But anyways, go on about the rest of the band members.
Oh, that'd be awesome because that's when we could actually do on a weekend when everyone's
Yeah,
got,
it's
you
a
know,
long
the
weekend.
day off.
We'll find out. I'm sure it's somewhere on the web. I don't know. I heard it on the radio. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, I want to go to that. So yeah, check it out.
Okay, so I'll definitely check it out because I've had a lot of people say, it's funny because people will tell me they remind me of bands, or we remind them of bands that I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like someone's like, you remind me of Rush. And I was like, really? That's awesome. Rush is great.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so
But yeah,
you guys would fit in.
it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting. When we started, I was on bass, and Will was on guitar, and then we had our drummer, and then we picked up another guy for bassist, Tyler, and then he moved to drums when our drummer had to quit because he had neck problems,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was on bass, and now I'm actually back to guitar because we found a permanent drummer.
Oh, right. And that's Tristan.
It's miraculous. So, yeah. I must have sent you old info, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I want you to tell me. I don't want me to tell you or anybody else. Okay, so I'll just go through. So Kenzie, you are on guitar and vocalist now?
Yeah, and then we've got Will on lead and background vocal.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Tyler, our bassist, and we've got Tristan as our drummer.
Awesome.
Tristan is a guy we've known for ages, and when we were looking for drummers, I kind of assumed that everyone who'd want to play for us would come forward. So I didn't really ask anyone who didn't, talk to me
Mm-hmm.
to try out.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally he came to us and he's like, how come you didn't ask me when you needed a drummer before? And it's like, oh, I just assumed you didn't want to do it. But I've had actually a couple people say that to me now. They're like, well, if you'd asked, I would have been super down. So,
Well, at least you have
yeah.
some if anything fails. But hopefully, I mean, you guys sound good together. I mean, don't mess up with your line. It sounds great.
oh,
Now, you liked music, okay, so like Green Day, Blink-182, Offspring, Nirvana, and also Metallica, Rammstein, Black Sabbath, and you can hear that in your music. I can kind of hear where people get Rush, though. I'm just going to tell you.
yeah.
Also, the Know Your Rights song is kind of classic heavy metal as well. If you listen to like old school heavy metal, you know, your right to party and all that stuff, like Run DMC, all that, you know what I mean? And that song fits in there as well. So, I mean, if that helps you get into this classic rock festival, by all means, use it. Because, excuse me, my goodness, I'm losing my voice. They had it for years, and then they stopped having it, and now they brought it back again. And it's a huge weekend. Like, it packs solid. So, yeah, find out about it. But it's somewhere in Manitoba. I just can't remember where. Because, yeah, I should know things like that, and I don't. But anyway, I just heard a bit about it on the radio when I was driving my granddaughter somewhere. So check that out, because, yeah, then I can come see you guys. That would be friggin' awesome. Just saying. So now we know what you're kind of doing for 2018 and when your EP is coming out. Talk a bit about, like, how did you decide that's the sound you were going to go with? Because it is kind of dark. It's a little dark, I'm just saying. Not that I love it, but yeah, where did you come up with that? That's just your type of music?
It just seems to be what comes out. Like, Will write a riff, and Will writes everything in crazy time signatures. It's really avant-garde stuff. I don't think he used to, but that's how it comes out. And I'll take it and I'll change it a little bit so it can be in something that's a little more comfortable to listen to, so it's not just anticipation building and building and building. And then sometimes we'll work on lyrics together. Most of the time, I'll just come up with something and then we'll present it to the guys and we'll see how we like it. And sometimes I have a chord progression in mind, although my favorite way to write is me humming it to Will, and then he'll be like this, and he'll play it kind of like what I wanted, but a little different. So we get like a nice mix of our personalities. And the bass lines, like Tyler's really great at bass. He's phenomenal. Like when I played bass, I was definitely just playing rhythm guitar on a bass. I definitely did not have the like structure beneath it that a really good bassist needs. And I know he actually grew up in Manitoba. He's from the Paw.
Ooh, right on.
Yeah, he took like every instrument in high school, so he's got a really good knowledge of theory that really helps him with his writing, like with his bass line.
Well, it all comes together well. Like, trust me, people are going to find out when they listen to the two songs, and go to your website. Or not, you're on Facebook. Your website's getting revamped right now, just so everybody knows. You can find Violent Betty on Twitter and Facebook if you're looking. And their music's all across. Like, I mean, wherever you buy your online music, you can find Violent Betty. I'm seriously losing my voice. This is the first time this has happened. This is so weird. Anyway, okay, so Kenzie, I ask everybody this. You know, you've been on the show before. Plus, I'm sure you've listened to some of my interviews. I always ask any artists that come on, and I mean, this is for both of you. I mean, you can both answer the question because it's something that I think is important. So, William, you can answer as well. If you had any kind of advice to give a new artist that was just starting out in the industry, and I mean, we all know indie is not, you know, all rainbows and puppies. What kind of advice do you think you would give them?
Well, I think I would say don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to get out there and start playing and meet people, because most people are really friendly. I know I was really intimidated when I was younger, and that was part of why I never pursued it until you know, have a little brush with death. It seems like, oh, they're so cool, they don't want to talk to me, and then you realize they're super friendly, and you know, there's the odd person who's maybe not super friendly, but they're probably just shy. Like, most people are really great. Like, just go say hi, and you know, if you see an artist and you really like their stuff, go say hi, they love that. And the more people you can meet and make music with, you know, the better time you're going to have.
That's great advice.
I was going to say.
I read your mind, and I stole it.
Yeah, I was just something along the same lines. Like, just you know, take a chance and play with as many people as you can. It doesn't have to be your last final group or band you ever join. You just have to start playing with some people and getting used to what that's like, and so you know what you want to do. That'd be my advice.
That's good advice. Both of you gave great advice. I'm finding a lot of people are talking about, you know, networking and meeting people and meeting other artists and support each other. And you guys both touched on it. And I think that's great. Excuse me. I am going to, holy man, I can't believe I'm losing my voice. Anyways, I want to talk about the two songs that we're going to be playing. I kind of touched on "Know Your Rights." They're two kind of different songs. So we're going to hear "Malfunction" and "Know Your Rights." Talk about both of those songs because they are a little bit different.
Well, Malfunction, Know Your Rights, we wrote all at once. We were really upset because we had a neighbor that would phone the police on us, like, every time we'd jam. And so I ended up reading up on a lot of bylaws, and I learned about the rights and responsibilities you have as a citizen. Like, when the police come to your door, do you have to open the door? Most people who get sound tickets, or like noise tickets, they actually admit they're making the noise, and you don't even have to open the door. Anyway, it wasn't even the police's fault. It was like our neighbor calling them in, and they just, ultimately, they thought that, why would she call in for no reason? And then I was like, you really have to hear us play. We're very quiet. And the police officer showed up and listened to us play from the neighbor's house, and they ultimately told her, yeah, that's not a disturbance. They're fine. I think they told her, don't call if it's this volume, because they can't tell people not to call. But they probably told her, if it's this volume, they're not breaking any laws. So I understand how it can be hard to have a band that's noisy nearby, but you could barely hear out of the house. I think that she was just very, very sensitive.
Okay.
To like noise. Anyway.
Yeah. So you found out all about your rights.
Our favorite. But we were really, really pissed off when we wrote that song. We just all started jamming, and I just started screaming into the microphone. And Will wrote the solo, I think, in that too as well.
It was pretty much as it stands. We recorded it. We captured it on a phone, I think, and then we recorded it the exact same way. Everything was pretty much the same. Breakdowns and everything.
That is hilarious.
You might notice there's no second verse. It's just screaming the same thing over again.
Yeah, I did notice. I did notice that. Well, now we know why.
Actually, we ended up being friends before she moved away. Like, because I've always been a good neighbor. I've never had trouble before. And I think, like I said, she was just really sensitive to sound. We've had lots of neighbors, and they say they can't really hear it. So,
wow.
Well,
that is the best. That is the best.
We have like 4 sets of neighbors, and I've lived in the house for a long time, like over a decade. So.
Okay, that is the best backstory to a song I've ever listened
to.
We ended
up being friends. Like, I saw someone, like, it looked like they were crawling around in her backyard, so I texted her and told her about that. And I think that's when she realized, oh, okay, this person's not evil. She's gonna try to ruin my life.
Yeah.
And she made me apricot jam. It was beautiful.
I like it. Best backstory to a song ever. Okay, talk about Malfunction.
And then Malfunction was interesting because, like, I had 2 days where I was just intensely worried about this one thing. I was just intensely focused and fearful, and I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. And it didn't help that it was right in the middle of our 5 days crash recording for the demo EP. We recorded it, mastered it, and mixed it, and released it within 5 days. It was so fast. And it was the third day, then I hadn't slept in like 2 days. And I was like, guys, I wrote this song this morning, like 4 in the morning. Can we record it tonight? And Tyler was drumming for us during that, and he's like, please, I'm sick to death. Please don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. And I was like, please, it'll be so good. And so he listened to the little recording I'd made of me playing guitar and just singing. And he did the drums in, like, was it 1 take or 2 takes?
I think it was 2 takes.
It was 2 takes, yeah, and that was it. And then he collapsed. That was the last track he recorded.
Oh, my goodness.
Poor Tyler.
Oh, poor Tyler.
And it worked out really well. It actually ended up being one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a great song.
And we put a few bells and whistles on it. We put a little more into production rather than just like the raw basics that every other song that we kind of put together has.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like it. It's a little different, but a little slower, but that's okay. Sometimes you can't have it all high speed all the time.
That's true, and you've got to show, like, that you're rounded musicians, so it works. And that's why I wanted to talk about both of them, because yeah, they are very different. Because yeah, Know Your Rights is an angry song. Now we know why. Just so one other thing, there is a bylaw. I don't know if it's in Saskatchewan, you can make noise up till 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if you've, anyways, I just wanted to put that in there. Anyway, find out about that. Don't ask. Don't ask why I know that. Anyways, you guys are hilarious. Thank you for sharing everything, and thank you for coming back on. Kenzie, thank you for keeping in touch with me when you started a new band and wanting to come back on. I appreciate that very much. When
Yeah,
you're,
absolutely. I mean, you did such a good job with our interview before. I was like, I think we should call her. We should get on that show because it was great. We had such a good time. Even though I kind of cried a little bit, I was like, I'm not going to cry this time.
yeah, you know what? I was like, I'm going to touch on the car accident, but I'm not going to go into detail like we did last time because I cried too. So we were both crying. So at least this time we're laughing because,
Well,
yeah.
You know, it's so hard to like go over it, but I'm in a better place right now. I feel a lot better. I've noticed one thing about me is that I really like having one band that I'm focused on,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's only one situation to worry about, only one group of people. You don't have to worry about several group dynamics. One group dynamic is a lot.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you're talking about, 4 or 5 different people all the time. So yeah, you have to really worry about everybody getting along and differences of opinions. And yeah, I more than that and more bands, I'd lose my mind. So I hear ya. Okay, well, like I said, you can find Violent Betty on Facebook, on Twitter. Once they get their new website up, send me a text or a message, and I'll put it up on Twitter and wherever else to let them know that your website's up and running. And when your new EP comes out, don't be a stranger. You can come back, you know that. Also, if you find out about Minnedosa, or I don't even know if it's in Minnedosa, about this classic rock weekend, let me know. Because then for sure I'll go, because it would be absolutely friggin' awesome if I met you in person after talking to you.
That'd be great. I'd love to.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. We're definitely, we're stopping in Portage la Prairie is one of our confirmed dates.
Okay.
And we should have a confirmed Winnipeg date in, I'm thinking the next few days. They're kind of starting to roll in now.
Okay, let me know.
This
Let me know.
first big tourist and the other ones were tiny.
Okay, good. Let me know because I'm in Winnipeg and I will come. I seriously will. So yeah, let me know. Just send me a DM and I will be there.
Definitely. Oh, and can I give one last shout out? I want to give a shout out to our new drummer, Tristan. He's a monster drummer and he's amazing to work with. We're really lucky we ended up asking him, or he ended up asking us. And we're just so happy it's working out really well.
Awesome.
He works really hard and he works all day at his job and he has no qualms about coming over to jam like every night, which is awesome.
Cool. That's what you want. Way to go, Tristan. That sounds, and I mean, you guys, like I said, you guys all gel. You all sound good together. So it's working out, and hopefully you guys will be around for a long time. And hopefully I will be able to get to see you in person because I mean, you know how many people I interview and they're all across the world, and it's kind of nice when I can actually meet somebody that I've interviewed because they probably wouldn't expect what they're going to get when they meet me. So you kind of probably do a little bit more than probably most of them, but yeah, I mean, us Canadians know how to have a good time, just saying. Anyway, thank you guys so much. William, thank you, even though you didn't even talk a lot, but you're a guy and Kenzie's a girl and that's accepted, I'm joking. I'm just begging you guys.
Wow, don't age another way.
But thank you for coming on my show. I totally appreciate it, and keep on rocking, and we'll hear from you soon. So thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much. Rock on.
And make sure you keep checking into Allie's Attic Show because you never know what kind of show I'll have, actually, or what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. And if they're Canadians, trust me, it's always going to be a good time. Everybody have a great night. Cheers.